Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds or gold. A Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm Serious JG. Starting a new session, been away for a while. I remember that we fairly recently broke into a bank, but then, just as everything seemed great for the gang, we made a point of going to visit somebody Herr Strauss had lent money to, the widower and son of a guy who had died, and we were kind of a jerk about it. I can't help but wonder if we haven't foreshadowed our own horrible demise. Either way, there's a whole world of excitement and opportunity, and we got a deputy badge. Those two things are not directly related. Well, actually, I guess they kind of are. So we could do a mission for Hosea. I don't really know what this mission is, but I don't see a whole lot of other objectives that are jumping out. You know, I'm not sure that the plot is this game is ever going to take us to Mexico land. Anyway, yeah, I don't really see a whole lot of other things that the game needs us to do right now. So let's advance the story. Abigail told you that Hosea and John are looking for you by the Moonshine Stash. Let's go talk to them. Moonshine Stash, so this will be probably associated with our new life as deputies. Yes, I will start a new autosave, sure. And I will also hop down off of this. Something's going on the local map. Health supplies. Does that logo indicate they're running low? The flashing? I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't look like it's something where somebody wants to talk to us or engage in a mission or anything like that. Let's wander through the woods. Oh, never mind. Who are you? Okay, it's Javier.
Stay alert there, Javier.
I don't think this lawman disguise is working, Arthur.
Yeah, it really did look... Well, my thing, I was a little weirded out because it kind of looked like a lawman standing right outside of our camp, so... Maybe this says more about me than the disguise, but for a second I was like, wait, is that like one of the deputies? Well, I guess I didn't quite recognize how far away from camp the Moonshine Stash is. Or I would have hopped on my lovely horse too earlier. Come here, boy. Or girl. I think you're a boy. I think the one that got killed by a train was a girl. You can tell how much attention I'm paying. You can tell how deeply I care for my animals. So we'll ride out by the Moonshine Stash and see what's going on. I need to get a video. I need to quickly record a video because I'm got to get one uploaded. So this one, as you watch this particular video, it was freshly recorded, not like 3 or 4 weeks old and sitting in queue. Treasure it while you can. So, if I crash and fly off my horse, I may actually remember the experience, because it'll only be a day or so later when you, timestamp it. Gentleman, question mark?
Hey, Arthur, what are you doing?
What's up, gangster?
Selling it back to where it came from.
Why?
We're bringing it back to
I
you.
ain't got a market for it. They made it. They must have someone to sell it to.
Right.
Stuff look kind of lonely out here. I think we'll cut ourselves a deal.
I get you.
You and Dutch was just doing your duty when you requisitioned it. Now I'm doing mine.
All right.
I guess we weren't really going to drink all that moonshine ourselves, huh?
I'll leave you fellas to it. Good luck.
I'm not really sure why I was out here in part of this mission, to tell you the truth.
Dutch asked him to look into something to do with the Braithwaites horses.
Oh, okay, I guess this is why.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's head out to the Braithwaites' place.
Mr. Braithwaite.
Yeah, I've been there. So, what exactly are we doing? This is the moonshine we took after blowing up the Braithwaites still, right?
Mr.
I think
Braithwaite.
a good citizen's taken the drug.
Sorry, I hope it doesn't sound terribly politically incorrect, but I'm doing my impression of Bruce Lee saying Mr. Braithwaite. I don't know if the character's name is Braithwaite, Braithwaite. It's hard to tell. In the film Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee, who spoke with a very heavy accent, had to refer to a character named Mr. Braithwaite. And, you know, I'm not saying all Asian people talk like that, but Bruce Lee, whom I really do enjoy his films, yeah, he kind of did. One individual guy who talked like that.
Deserve some reward, don't you? And it's time we made a formal introduction, like Dutch told us. Look,
The Dutch, on the other hand, are scum. I will insult the Dutch. No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually think I know anybody of recent Dutch descent.
these are two big old plantation houses. And all I keep hearing is they hate each other so much they can't see past it.
Well, yeah, I know
I
that.
know. I've
They're
seen
great.
it. There's a gray boy and a Braithwaite girl.
Miss
carrying on a
Braithwaite?
secret affair. I've been, well, helping them.
You know, providing them Viagra.
You think they're of use?
Not sure. They don't seem too involved in the rest of it, but maybe.
Otherwise, my actions don't make any sense.
In this for us somewhere if we can.
I mean, you know, if there's no reason for them to, if they're not going to work out in a way that gets us money, it's like instead of my actions being the actions of a, you know, a criminal involved in a criminal enterprise trying to earn money, it's like I'm simply the protagonist in an ongoing story where a bunch of set pieces that the writers thought would be interesting are all gathered together regardless of whether it makes sense for my character to engage in them the way he does.
Get in the middle of it.
I mean, okay, keep pausing. It could be that he's just nice, and it's tough in video games. Books in particular, but also film and television. You have some ability to have a character externalizing certain things, but other things are internal. Like, I really want to help these folks, even though it doesn't fit into my own long-term plans. In a video game, it's kind of like, no, you're doing these missions, and half of them don't make any sense as far as how the character we've been told the character's motivated. Okay, so let me understand this now. I'm supposed to go to the gazebo, not to the mansion, right? Oh, wait. I am supposed to go to the mansion this time? Okay, well, you know how I tend to go to mansions when gazebos were where I was told to go, and I do tend to go to gazebos when I was told to go to mansions. I don't understand how we can possibly think we're not going to get attacked here. Clearly, we stole this moonshine that was on its way to be sold to these people. They're doing business with the people we stole it from. Like, how do we not expect to get killed here? I guess maybe they figure they don't care who they buy it from. And I'm still wearing that deputy star.
Gentlemen, how are you?
How are you, gentlemen?
Moonshine, my fine fellow. May I have a word with the man of the house?
The man of the house is a lady,
Cool.
Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
I'm into
May
it.
I speak with her? I want to discuss a business opportunity. I mean no harm. No harm at all. You may happily shoot me if I do.
Okay.
We'll shoot you.
She's at the house.
So, we had exactly packed this thing so that the horses would be able to move it. You sitting there is going to make it impossible for us to move forward. Again, like, I guess I'm coming along for protection. There's no anticipation that there will be combat here. And yet, I feel this is going to go poorly. I hope the Braithwaite girl doesn't, like, blow our cover and screw this whole thing up.
What you want? Found something.
Tell me what you want.
Thought maybe you was in the market for it.
For what?
Some liquor.
I ain't in the market for what's already mine.
The way we see it, it's ours. Well, with us possessing it, and I checked all over. For the life of me, I couldn't see your name on it.
Oh,
Oh,
why would you even
relax. I
act
ain't here
like
to
that?
rob you.
Why would you even
So it
take
seems
that
that's
attitude
easy
with
enough.
her?
Why not do a deal? What do you sell that stuff for?
$1 a bottle.
You give us 50 cents.
It's already ours.
Well, look on it as a reward for finding the property. Alternative is we go sell it someplace else.
The alternative is you get shot.
Right. We walked right into
You get
this.
shot over a bottle or two of liquor.
You, apparently.
Pay the man.
Seriously, like, the way they're reacting is completely predictable, and the fact that she didn't kill us, it's a coin flip chance. His plan made no sense. He needed to go in there without the booze and say, hey, we have your booze and we're willing to sell it back to you at, like, you know, half of what blah, blah, blah. Like, he's also completely revealing himself to be a criminal, but I guess the law enforcement in this town is already, like, sided with the Greys and not the Braithwaites. Or maybe I got that backwards. Like, this family feud, one of the corrupt law is already on one side, so I guess this side already knows the law is not going to help them, but I don't know, this whole thing does not seem logical to me. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's a really cool plan. Maybe I'm supposed to admire the cockiness. But it seems like we wandered into a situation where there's a 50-50 chance we were going to get attacked and killed, and we're just entirely lucky that at this exact moment, as I pause to gripe, we're not going to get attacked and killed. But who knows, the mission ain't over yet.
Pleasure doing business with you. And listen, we didn't take it. At least not without orders from...
Oh, I know exactly who gave you your orders. Old Sheriff Gray.
He's an asshole.
You know what? I don't want it. In fact, sir, now you can do me a favor. There's an extra $10 if you do. Drive the stuff into Rhodes, head over to the tavern run by Mr. Gray, and give the stuff out for free.
Mama.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
I believe they call that a promotional expense.
As you wish, madam.
You
Well,
boys come back sometime and tell me how you made out. Maybe we'll play a little cribbage.
okay, now it's even weirder. So what she's doing is not entirely illogical. There's absolutely no particular reason that Arthur or Hosea could have foreseen this, but she's going to pay us an extra $10. Apparently, we get that automatically through the power of the game universe without coming back for it, I suppose. But we're going to go give away liquor for free. What she's doing is she's setting us up to make an enemy of the Greys, which is a really bad idea. So why would we do it for $10? I know $10 was worth more in terms of real value then than it is now, but this is not smart. This is not smart.
All right. Next stop, the Rhodes Saloon.
Next stop, Callahan's Crosstime Saloon. There ain't nothing like drinking up a windfall. I was drunker than a monkey with a skin
So I
full.
finally sold those Cornwall bonds. Got close to 1,000.
So goddamn drunk it was sinful.
Wanted more, but not back
Believe I
considering
ain't
how hot they
sober
were.
yet.
Especially after that bloodbath in Valentine.
Which I wasn't part of, but you
Not
were.
bad at all.
Just pointing that out.
Apparently, Cornwall's been pumping a lot of cash into the Pinkertons. Wants to keep their full effort on going after gangs. Gangs like us.
A gangs like us. A doodle-doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. That don't surprise me.
Considering he wants us dead and is clearly going to be the main villain of the piece.
All right. This could
Wait a
get
minute.
ugly.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. I was saying he clearly is going to be the main villain of the piece, but this could go the route of Grand Theft Auto 4, where they would introduce a villainous character, act like he was going to be a really big deal, and then he would get killed or just not show up again immediately. I can't remember. There's a very specific guy I'm thinking of. I'm blanking on it. I think it was like a character from Nico's past arrives in the first or second act, and then by the time you're on the third island and you're getting married to Irish's sister and blah blah blah, and it's like this guy, like you've forgotten this guy exists and he's never mentioned again. I think the guy even kidnapped your cousin Roman, the guy with whom you went to see fake American titties, and then just forget he exists, and everyone assumed he was going to be part of DLC, but they came out with several DLCs, but there were always DLCs where you didn't play as Nico. So what I'm getting at is Grand Theft Auto 4 is a game that exists and is not the one I'm Let's Playing right now. Sorry, what I'm getting at is Yeah, they mention Cornwalls once in a while, but I keep wanting to predict that he's going to be the main character, but Rockstar has a tendency to just not follow story structure, and not necessarily in a way that, oh, it was difficult to predict, it was interesting, more in a way like, oh wait, so we're not supposed to care about this anymore? I thought this was a big deal. I thought this was a main motivating thing for a central character. It's a video game, folks. Sometimes you just have cool set pieces and you gotta find ways to work them all in.
The sheriff.
Yeah, Mr. Gray.
That's it. Now we're inserting ourselves in his blood feud.
Yep, bad idea. Why are we doing it?
We'll need something.
I ain't playing Tessa. You know how I feel about that.
Of course you're not.
You're dressing up as a girl. I know you like that.
Idiot brother.
Hosea, please.
I'm the clown. You're the idiot. Just look sad and keep quiet. Even you can do that, Arthur.
Oh, I have to.
Put
Okay.
this hat on.
At least they're taking some vague steps towards making this possibly
Smoke this
work.
pipe.
That they're going to try to not be
Bring your lip forward. Just a bit. Squint.
the Gray's deputies as they
What about you?
turn on them.
You can't speak. You're turned idiot. What? Broke poor Mammy's heart. There. Fenton, there. Don't get mad now.
Fenton Benton. Sergeant Benton from Doctor Who.
That wagon looks like it can handle a long haul.
I like long. I was trying to greet him, but I guess I can't do that on a mission. We are, by the way, men on a mission. I'm waiting for Oscar to come out. I shouldn't say Sir Oscar. It was Sir Mo. By the time they became King Mabel and Sir Mo, Oscar had already been brutally betrayed. Go on Google to find out more about the fascinating history of Men on a Mission. But he forgot about Sir Mo. Sure, we laid a plan to take care of King Mabel, but we forgot about Sir Mo. So, no more dialogue, eh? Probably could have just talked about Grand Theft Auto 4 during this ride if I'd known that there wasn't going to be more dialogue. Tight turning radius on this wagon built for long hauls. Now, if we're not allowed to use guns, I guess we can use guns during missions, but maybe this will be like the Women's Lib mission. It seems like they're building up to a violent confrontation, but in fact, nothing happens. I actually wouldn't mind that so much. I'm enjoying this game's story, to tell you the truth. I'm okay with not having a ton of really challenging arcade sequences. I mean, if I just get to play through a story at a leisurely pace, I feel like I got my money's worth, you know?
Come on. Pick up the pace. Okay, Fenton.
We're here. What the fuck was that?
For Mama, she loved you so. Just a shame you had to strangle her in a rage, right? Grab 2 cases of that stuff and follow me.
Wait, are you breaking character when you say that part? Because suddenly your delivery changed. I know you hate getting notes right after a performance, but... Jose, you set the screen on fire in your role as clown.
We just rode in from up north. Hey, hello. Hello, I'm Melvin.
I'm Melvin. You can tell by my glasses they got these kind of like swirly patterns in them. I'm going to end up being the long-term love interest of Serena's best friend, although Molly, although she will barely appear after the 3rd season. Sorry.
Mind him, don't madden him. He's turned idiot. Killed our mother, but it weren't his fault. How'd you boys like a couple?
Shoved her in front of a train
I
by
bet
mistake.
you would. One for each of you. We're in the new trade of advertising, which is an American art form about ensuring people buy the correct things. I don't know. $1 more.
What that means.
Says give us half an hour. What harm can we do in half an hour? Go along now. Enjoy the money. Come along, Fenton. Let's hand out the liquor.
We're literally going into the saloon. We're not even going outside the saloon and giving away liquor. We're going into the saloon to give away liquor. And we don't expect this to end in violence. We also spent $1, so now we only got 9 profit.
Gentlemen!
Question
My
mark?
name is Milton. That's my brother Fenton. He's a bit funny, but boy, can he pour drinks fast. For the next 30 minutes, the drinks in this here bar, in this here town, are entirely free. The only rule is that you gotta drink them, so hurry up, put old Fenton to work. Don't get him mad, though. His mama made him mad, and we buried her. Poor thing.
It's hilarious, your story about the matricide.
Everybody, come on, fellas, it's your luck. I'll have one, Ben.
Raise glass, raise bottle, what?
Bounty. It's a sin to look at it. When I see it, of course,
I have a drink serving minigame?
catch us all. Just keep them coming. Don't be shy, boys. Don't be shy.
This is stupid.
Mr. Gray won't be happy about this.
Okay, I only have to do it twice before the cinematic takes over. This is really dumb. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm having flashbacks now to freaking... I guess I could just sit and wait and see if I get game over, but now I'm getting flashbacks to the Order 18... Oh, wait, you guys don't know about that. Never mind. I never said my brother and son. Well, that's a long half hour. Do more alcohol-related montages.
I know Fenton looks mad, but he's enjoying every minute of this. I promise you.
Why aren't you helping?
Wife is gonna kill me.
With lasers. Hey, wasn't that guy the, or there's probably, like, we get a gold on the mission if we sell more. Or,
Good evening, gentlemen.
how are you, gentlemen?
You,
Oh, you're...
you're the bastards who stole the liquor we was gonna buy.
Gentlemen, we're in advertising. Come on in and have a drink.
That's our goddamn liquor.
An honest mistake.
Boys, get him. We run the liquor around here. You got it?
Damn, I can't... Nothing. Oh, interesting. So I pop up to do red eye and die immediately. Well, we're going to retry the checkpoint, for sure. So, okay, a completely unexpected reason that we got into a violent confrontation. I was expecting it to be the actual owners of the tavern wouldn't be happy that we were giving away free liquor. I clearly don't understand how Deadeye works. Because I keep wanting to paint targets. Instead, oh, here we go. Now I think I finally got it. Alright, well, at least I used it right for a change. Because this really shouldn't be a particularly dangerous situation. By this game's standards, having this many guys confronting you when you start behind cover really shouldn't be that bad. I mean, in real life, yes, having this many hostiles come in with guns. Apparently there's a gun I don't already have over here.
You fools are playing the wrong game.
There's like a symbol I don't understand on the map. I thought it was like a new gun type that I don't already have. But it just says worn double barrel shotgun. That can't possibly be. Good idea to pick that up instead of what I'm using. Oh, he's upstairs. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm probably about to get game over from taking too long to do this.
Think you can steal from us? You're dead men. Get off me.
Am I not armed anymore? What's going on?
Do something, Arthur.
Yeah, sorry, I got a bit confused. So now I can actually figure out what this gun was that I was supposed to get. Would you shoot at him? Well, still don't seem to be able to find this gun. Because now it's just a cattleman's revolver. That clearly isn't worth the time and effort. So I'm misunderstanding something here. I guess it's just load because I don't currently have one equipped. It's or in my stash or inventory. It shows it as. It's just about ideal timing, though. Because we're right at the end of the video, and it seems like we're just about to win the mission.
I'm getting us out of here.
Oh,
Ain't gonna let this
it's a
go,
rail
Arthur.
shooter, I guess.
Over there. Take out the back.
Got more coming after us.
I see them.
Oh, I thought I killed you.
I just saw them coming out of the alley.
We run the liquor.
We run the liquor.
Look out on your right.
All your liquor are belong to us.
The moonshine.
Oh,
Damn it, they're still coming.
I want both those sons of bitches dead.
Yeah.
okay. Completely failed to do anything about them, but that's okay. Still got cinematic awesomeness.
You fools are playing the wrong game.
You fool! Can't even apply the awesomeness. Another Bobo reference.
I see it. Think you can steal from us? You're dead men.
You better think again, cabron.
That's him deal with.
That's our move, you damn bastards.
You bastard dams. Oh!
Look out, more of them. That's it.
Alright. Barrel shooter part's not that hard with auto lock aim and a decent rifle. You can usually get them pretty good.
Jesus, all this over a few bottles of booze?
That $9 worth of profit better be worth it.
Gang on their patch.
Okay. Pull off the road here.
It's a good thing we made an enemy out of everyone. It's just by chance. Like I said, 50-50 shot of getting murdered by the Braithwaites.
All right. We're good.
Take the rest back to camp and
Finally
drink it.
never to take up a career in, what was it?
Advertising.
Advertise.
Marketing is pretty much
You
a
think that woman set us up?
great
No, I don't think so.
bachelor's to get if you don't want to have a job afterwards. Because
This place is odd.
let me just put it this way: I knew a lot of people when I was working retail who had bachelor's degrees in marketing. Because a bachelor's degree in marketing, if you don't follow it up with like a real strong internship or something, yeah, I mean, not as famous for that as say the literature degree, but it is the one where you have a job in mind, you think you're going to do, you're going to be like guys in Mad Men. Yeah, a lot of people trying to get that. I guess never mind. Need to shut up and let the video end.
I keep seeing those fellas.
Some local
Well, at least
militia.
my hat was
Clearly
restored.
not too happy to have some new competition. I'll go visit old Mob Braithwaite. See what's what.
Why?
We've been making money. The chest is filling up again, slowly but surely.
She seemed to
Part
like
of me
me.
thinks we just get ourselves good and lost. But we still need a lot more money before that can happen.
We robbed a
So,
bank.
for now, let me go give old Mrs. Braithwaite some of this moonshine as, well...
Peace offering.
Let's call it a peace offering.
Yep, how'd I call it?
Sure.
That was fun, Fenton. We'll make an actor of you yet.
I'll go speak to Dutch.
I do hate dress up, though. I'll go speak in Dutch. It'll be interesting. You won't know whether I'm pronouncing the words correctly or not unless you happen to speak Dutch. What do you
About
think?
what? Fine folks around these parts. Oh, real nice.
Kind of terrible, actually.
On the one side, we have got the Gray family. Scots, degenerates, drunkards, the local law. You couldn't make this stuff up. Rich as Croesus. And on the other, their mortal enemies.
Who's creosote? Oh, he's some bugger who was rich. Oh.
The Braithwaites. Moonshiners, hypocritical, both rolling, we believe.
In gold.
Scottish,
In the middle of
Irish.
it all, you got some inbred retelling of Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
So what you boys thinking?
Micah, you thinking about getting us all killed somehow?
Both. You sure?
Why not?
Because we got lawmen in 3 different states after us.
Last thing I want is to get us into trouble, but we need...
That's why we're gonna rob
We
a
have
bunch
the
of powerful and
opportunity
dangerous
here to
people.
Put ourselves in the middle of something ain't nobody gonna know we was here. Because even without us, these fools are gonna kill each other anyway.
Okay, well, Hosea's gone back to see that Braithwaite woman.
Good. Hosea should definitely take the lead on
He's
this.
not
I
dumbass.
sent Sean over to Braithwaite Manor too. Now you can meet
Because
up
I
with
think they
them,
might be Irish,
or
I'm not
join
sure.
John and Javier at the Gray's place. Something to do with the Braithwaites' prize horses.
Well, how the hell did we get an in at the Gray's place?
Sheriff Gray kindly put in a word with his father. It ain't that complicated. We gotta convince each family that we're on their side, and then we rob them both. Before they figure out it was us that done it, and not the other lot, we'll be long gone. Think of it as payback for my daddy.
What about your daddy?
I ain't in the revenge business, Dutch.
I have no idea what happened to your
It's all
daddy.
for something happened a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
I guess we all gotta pay for something. Now, if you will excuse me, Arthur, I got to write a letter.
It's a P. Alright, so probably I would get a better score on this stupid mission if I'd served drinks faster. Oh, no, actually. Okay, so I didn't get that because I didn't do, because I did have to continue once. Whatever. Oh, I could have sworn there'd be some stupid thing like serve over 10 drinks during the retarded drink serving minigame. But that did not, in fact, happen, so I don't actually, in fact, have a legitimate gripe about that. Let's get some Deadeye back. We're bringing Deadeye back, yeah. Wait, no, okay, what am I doing? Alright. Cocaine gum. Fully restores Deadeye and fortifies slightly damages the Deadeye core. The Deadeye core is already crap. I like something that will... I guess the cores get restored over here. So I could do, a little chaw. Just be like, you know, Stan Hansen styles. And then see if I can find... Oh, the health core ain't doing great either. Cheese wedge, salted beef, venison, venison, venison. The rare candies. Something only does the... How many cigars have I got? Just the one, huh? Stamina, of course, not doing too bad. What's the difference between premium cigarettes and cigarettes? They both slightly damage stamina core, slightly restore Deadeye core. So I don't know why they're two different items, quite frankly. That being the case, we'll treat ourselves to a premium cigarette. And I think from there, I'm going to call it a video. Because we're already just a little bit over. How do I save? I know there's a way to save. Yeah, alright. Alright, folks, when we come back, I haven't bothered to look at the map, and I am calling it a video, so we'll look at the map at the beginning of the next video, but we're going to be going out there and finding exciting new missions to do as part of our quest to get ourselves murdered by the Greys and the Braithwaites. Some mysterious JG, thanks. No, I mean, clearly, I know the story has multiple acts. I'm also told the story is quite long. I would imagine we will escape by the skin of our teeth and not get butchered by the Greys and the Braithwaites, but I also would imagine that things are going to go horribly wrong. But I shouldn't be imagining. I should be looking forward to finding out for ourselves. You and me, gentle viewer, you and me.